And good morning and hello everybody. Welcome to another Mod Squad with Stacy and I.
Hello.
Stacy, what are you going to be working on today?
So I am going to do uh Abigail, the female Jessalyn.
Oh, she is so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do her today.
That is awesome. I love it. So I'm going to be doing something a little different. We're still working on my fairy. Um, I got this idea in my head. I wanted to do good morning, honey.
Say good morning,
Um
Kevin.
I've got these little like gold beads and white beads and I really like them, and this armor like has these little knobs around the edges. So I had Kevin go in and take out portions of those little knobs so that I could add in um, these beads.
Okay, that's cool.
Um, I've got my green stuff here and a couple of tools, and I'm just going to make it so that these actually just fit down in there perfectly.
All right.
Um, I need to repaint. There's, some messed up parts on it, so I need to repaint it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done so that whenever I repaint it, it's like ready to rock and roll. But that's
Cool.
what I'm working on. And then it's the same in the shoulder pauldrons. I've got the things like notched out. So now I'm just going to take the green stuff and create it so that they just fit down in there perfectly, and then we'll be able to let that dry and then paint, and then yeah. So that's what I'm working on today. So um let's get started. So when did you get that female Jesslyn head?
Well, I didn't even know this one was mine, I guess, because I've already painted one once. Um, and I really enjoyed painting it. And I think Brian must have gotten two or something. I don't know. Um, and last week when I was like, I need something to paint. And he's like, "Here, you can paint this." I'm like, "Oh, yes, okay." Because I really liked painting her the first time.
Yeah.
I wanted to try and go like a blonde, but I didn't know what colors to use, like a lighter. Yeah, I just don't know what colors. So then I just got the browns next to me to do another brown one.
I mean, I think you could go. I mean, do the tans and yellows instead of the. I think that would look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go find me some more paint.
Okay.
I need some I need like a workstation.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean.
And then my light is like crappy. I'm like got myself cornered on the couch because Brian's stuff is everywhere.
Yep. Uh, I'm using a desk, but we use it for everything, so I have to clean it up and put it back on here every time. Um, so all I'm doing is this green stuff. You just take the blue and the yellow and you mix it together, and it becomes green. And then after you um, mix it together, then you can mold it um, and create. Ooh. And I just have some water right here beside my desk that I'm just kind of rinsing my. It gets kind of tacky on your fingers. It's starting.
Mm.
sticking a little bit. So I'm just stretching and mixing.
All right, I just brought a bunch of colors over. See what we could do. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, J Mac.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
All right. Oh, and then I also have this other head that I had started, but I just have never painted the eyes.
Yeah.
It's the one I got from Dirk at IshCon.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, I have not done the eyes because, I've been nervous. So I might do those today. Or I might wait till I get better brushes.
Well. Mm. This is giving my fingers a workout. Now I realize why I let Kevin do this all the time instead of me.
Mm,
Poor arthritis in my thumbs. They're going, "What are you doing?"
all right.
Mm. Yeah, after Kevin saw me do the eyes last week and told me to get my head out of the way, which was funny. He was like, "Tanya, move your head." I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's
Um,
hard.
it is. Well, it's a learning curve, trying to figure out how to um, get into the little places and still keep your head out of the way so people can see what you're doing. So, yeah, I think that's. Not let. Well, you do volunteer. Do you want me to do that? Kevin just said, "You let me do that?" I get it. I get it. All right. I hope this is the right color because we're going to start molding. Kevin has a face that is that he's painted, and he said, "Why don't you do the eyes for it?" So I may do another set of eyes for you guys in the next week or so because I need to get that done anyway. What colors are you looking at, Stacy?
Oh, I don't know. I have several things over here. Uh, so and I don't understand the difference between the layers and the bases and understand the shades, but like the layers, like what's the difference between a layer and a base?
So a base is generally what you put down on the bottom.
But can you put a layer on the bottom?
I mean, you can do whatever you want to. I mean, there's no right or wrong when it to me. There's no right or there's no hey, this is the way this has got to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, to me, you just do what you think looks right and use whatever color you want to use for whatever.
Like,
They've so what they've done is they've created it so that you have a base in a specific color, and then you use the layers to um, like complement that color to give it the um,
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know because I don't have any good like yellows. So I don't know what to put on first. And if I should put like a light brown on first, and
well,
then
I saw a video the other day. I don't remember. It's been a while now. But they said, blonde hair is just, to get a really good blonde look, you can use like browns and tans.
yeah,
So it doesn't have to be yellow.
I might start with this a brown and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch um more videos.
Yeah, there are just certain things that I wanted to learn how to do, and I just couldn't figure it out on my own. So I started watching um, some videos so that it showed, basically um, how to do some of these things. And one of them was, blonde hair is not always yellow. I just thought that was really an interesting, they're right. Blonde hair is not always yellow.
All right.
So,
So what have you been up to this week?
um, my dad had his 77th birthday last night.
Wow.
So I cooked. Um, he wanted biscuits and sausage gravy and eggs. So I cooked for him last night. Um, but yeah, 77.
Wow.
So that was a fun time. And then, it's just been a week at work.
Yeah. I feel like MuskeCon will be here before we know it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm so excited. And so jealous of the guys, ladies that are going to MegaCon this weekend.
Yeah.
I think Jeff and Liz said they were going, and I think Terrence and Gina were going to go
Mm-hmm.
to MegaCon this week. So um, looking forward to seeing pictures.
Yep.
And of course, my buddy Slap Happy Jeff is there. Chris James has been working with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I saw pictures. Um, Jeremy and George at
Yeah.
the studio were there. Oh,
Yeah, that looks like a really big show.
yeah, it looks huge. So I can't wait to see everybody's pictures and see what they're doing. And
You got birds chirping there this morning?
I do. They're chirping outside this morning.
It's cold here. We're supposed to have an ice storm, I think, later today.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some birds chirping, but it's going to turn cold. Um, yeah, we've gotten a little spoiled this past week. I think one day it got up to 70 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got a
Yeah,
little bit spoiled.
I think it was like 55 here one day. I was like, oh my God, we're having a heat wave.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been in the 60s for the past week. So when we hit those, um, when we go back down into the 30s, this week it's going to be not a fun time for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think we're 30 right now.
I think it's almost 50 here today. So we are in a heat wave, girl.
I just can't wait for the spring.
I know. What is it, 40 some more days till spring?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Yes, Kevin, I have heard of Schmidt's Sausage House in Columbus. I've I haven't ever eaten there, but I mean, I've had because they usually have like a thing at the fair, the Ohio State Fair, and I've had stuff from there before. 'Cause I'm originally from Columbus. And then moved to this little town. Well, not really little. It's actually pretty big, but
Yeah, I guess we're headed that way. Um, yeah, we have to go through there on our way to Muskecon.
yeah.
A storm in Connecticut tomorrow. Chris, are they calling for snow or ice, or what you think you're going to be dealing with tomorrow? up in Cincinnati. Oh, sorry, in Connecticut. Okay.
You said both,
Oh
snow and ice.
man.
Yeah, I think we're just supposed to get ice today. I don't think snow. I don't know. I don't plan on leaving my house today, so
Oh my goodness.
I feel like last year we didn't have really any snow, and then this year it's been kind of crappy. Not a lot of snow, but enough. More than what I wanted.
Right.
I just like maybe one snow a year.
Yeah, they said that there is a possibility that we may actually get, some more winter weather before it's over, but we generally, in the last few years or whatever, haven't really gotten anything. Mm. Chris, I don't. Mm. I am so glad we live closer to the south. Mm.
Oh, of course I forgot to grab my pink.
Well, you can go get it.
It's just on the other table across the room. I swear, I got foam everywhere in my living room right now.
Oh,
Brian's making
Brian,
something else.
getting ready for MuskyCon.
Yeah, he's been on a roll.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Kevin was asking the other day, if we have if how tall those
Oh yeah, I never measured them.
yeah,
Uh,
he's like, we might need to get those, Tanya. I'm like, okay.
and I don't know if he's gonna make some more too, because right now he has like two sets.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna make more of them, but right now he's got something he's never done before. So I don't want to say what it is in case it's supposed to be a secret.
Right.
But I mean, it's pretty impressive so far, and he's just, I mean, it's just a rough putting it together part.
Right.
So,
I
which
cannot wait to see.
I'm his biggest fan, I feel. Like, I mean, he does so good. I would like to try, but I know I'm not gonna be as good, but I want to try one this year.
Um um Try a what?
Diorama.
Oh, okay. A
Make a,
dio. Gotcha.
like, like, we've made one together before, which pretty
Right.
much was like him making it and like me telling him how I want it, and then I kind of helped with it, but
Right.
like I'd like to do one
Just
like
you.
just myself and not have to ask for help.
Right.
But yeah, who knows?
That would be awesome.
I mean, my son can make them,
I know.
but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I just don't have enough time in the day to
Well,
do
yeah.
anything.
I get that too, because there's a lot of times I feel the same. I'm like, I need about another 6 hours.
Hmm. I didn't put my contacts in there this morning so that I could take my glasses off and see closer better.
Yeah, I am actually looking over the top of my glasses right now.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
My glasses are so like I only wear them at night, but they're so worn, like so loose that I can't even stick them on the top of my head.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's about time for me to go back and get a new pair. I dread that.
Yeah, I since I wear contacts, like my insurance either pays for one or the other, so
Right.
I usually just do contacts and then I keep the same glasses like for years and then when my prescription changes enough, then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll get new glasses.
Yeah, these birds right outside my window are just having a heyday.
Yeah, they are. It's refreshing now. I like it. Contacts, I didn't wear contacts, Kevin, until I was 18 and I finally was like, I'm so tired of glasses. And so I went and tried it and it took me like an hour, I think, to get it in the first time. But now I'm a pro because it's been a long time since I was 18. Oh, of course I don't have a dry brush over here. Oh my goodness. It's usually in the cup. Ugh. Because I use well, Brian has this cup he had made. I don't know if I could try to show it underneath there without moving my thing.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And so that's where he puts his brushes in. And of course, the one the one brush I need is not in it.
That's funny.
I gotta go find that. Oh goodness, I need to be more organized.
Well, you had a busy morning this morning.
It's like I've just been so tired lately too. It's like, oh, nope, and I just unplugged that.
I think it's the weekend. Painting and the sounds of birds go wonderfully with my morning coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you, J Mac. Yeah, this is a lot of fun for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, when I come up with an idea and I tell Kevin, hey, can you like drill this out for me? He's like, you want me to do what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I think this will look really good. Like, okay. I'm like, where do you want me to drill? What do you want me to do? He thinks I'm crazy.
Mm-mm.
But see, honey, doesn't it look good? Sorry.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'll call you Emil Jr. Since he takes things apart and
I mean, I have these beads, and I think that looks really neat to have that, like, mm, something different anyway.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
I don't know if you could see.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
I don't know, like if
I love that color. Good morning, William.
Morning, William. I swear every morning somebody texts me when I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Nobody ever texts me any other morning. It's 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 probably one of my children though, who,
Well,
are
yeah,
upstairs. Just
right.
can't walk down the stairs to see what I'm doing.
That's funny.
if I can look at it on my watch. Yeah, it was on, yeah. Asking if we have anything for breakfast. Well, come down here and look.
Yeah, whatever you fix this morning is what's for breakfast.
All right, we got cereal.
That's funny.
She always wants me to go get donuts. I'm like, no. One, because I'm trying not to eat donuts.
Right.
So if I
That,
can't eat them, no one can.
that's the way it should be.
No, we have
Definitely the way it should be.
we do have a really great donut shop though here. Like their donuts are so fresh.
Really.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, we have, Krispy Kreme is around the corner from our house, and I like the donuts instead of the cake nuts, the cake donuts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so Krispy Kreme makes those, the light, fluffy dough nuts. And
Yeah.
we have two within a few minutes of each morning. We should all text Stacy every morning this week.
Right. Yeah, we the place here, it's called Donald's Donuts. It's actually funny because there's like okay, we have like a north end of town and a south end of town. The
Right.
north end of town we have Donald's Donuts. The south
Okay.
end of town has Daryl's Donuts. They're actually brothers
Oh, that's
who are
funny.
like feuding. And so everyone in the south thinks that Daryl's is the best. Everyone in the north thinks that Donald's is the best. So like I live on the north side of town. So I like Donald's. I think it tastes better. But they have the best chocolate long johns. Like the
Really?
best. I mean, they're just so like they're airy. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's the
they're
kind I
just so
like.
yeah, so fluff like they're just
Light,
they
light,
melt in your
fluffy.
mouth.
Yeah.
Oh. And then sometimes you can get them and they're still warm.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
oh, just so good. Now I really want a donut.
Sorry. Now that we've talked about it.
I know. It's okay. I had my eggs this morning. That's my breakfast every morning is eggs.
Yeah, Daddy wanted sausage gravy and biscuits and eggs last night for his birthday.
Hmm.
So I did sausage gravy, biscuits, and eggs for his birthday last night. So we've had breakfast last night, and then Kevin brought home bagels this morning. So after I get off here, I'll probably go down and have a bagel.
Yeah. So I'm doing Weight Watchers,
Yeah.
and there's actually a bagel recipe in Weight Watchers. I think it's like a 2 point bagel or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it only has two ingredients, and it's like non-fat Greek yogurt and flour.
Oh, wow.
So I need to get some yogurt and try to make it and see, because I love a good bagel.
Yeah, I do too. All right.
But
Hey, everybody. I am going to say this. There is no joke about it. If you are going through Virginia and you stop in a place called Winchester, Virginia, there is a bagel shop that is downtown that is by far the best bagel I have ever had in my entire life. And Kevin has the name of it. I don't remember the name of it, but we stopped there twice. It was so good.
mm,
I mean, It was
Are you gonna
so
be
good.
stopping there on the way through to Muskego?
Not Muskegee because we're going the other way. When we go to New Jersey, we go through Winchester. We have every year. This past time, we stopped going and coming.
So now you're gonna bring me a bagel for just go.
Girl, I don't think that we can. I mean, I don't think that it would mean like they are. I guess you could get just regular bagels, but like we do the bacon, egg, and cheese, and they have
Oh.
the salmon and the lox or whatever. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, it was so good, Stacy. It was so good. Like it is. Oh my gosh, like you're making me hungry.
I know.
Kevin, do we have bacon, egg, and cheese so we can do the? It's the Big L's Bagels
Hmm.
in downtown Winchester, and I'm telling you, if you're going through there, you need to stop and get a bagel. They are so freaking good. And I'm not even a big bagel person, but those bagels, man, they
I
were.
love all carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs are probably my favorite.
Um. But yeah, bagels are. Those bagels were so good. Mm.
I'm waiting for Anya to come down here still. So I could say, go get cereal.
And she's like, I'm just gonna stay in my room, hang out.
Usually Zane is awake by now, but I had to wake him up earlier to give him medicine. He's got an ear infection.
Oh no.
But then he went back to sleep. Oh, I hear her. Here she comes. Hi, Anya. It's your sister from another mister.
Hey, Anya.
She said, hi, Anya. She could hear you. Can you hear
Yes.
her? Goes, oh, yay. Um, there's cereal. Go get cereal. She usually wakes up super late. She's more like her father.
Night owl.
She'll sleep in. One thing I like about these Jesslyn heads are they don't take long to paint.
Right.
So I was watching one of Curtis's videos this morning, trying to catch up. I'm so far behind on his stuff. Because I feel like you really have to be able to pay attention when you're
Right.
watching it. So it's like I
Yes.
can't just put it on when I'm at work, and I'm trying to do something else. Um, so he had it was one he just had with the little poppet thingy. But he was talking about the Citadel water pot,
Yep.
which we have one, and I always wondered what the ridges on the sides were, and he said that that makes your brush a point again. I said, "Oh, wow, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
I was just like, "Why is that like that?" I just knew, like, yeah. So thank you, Curtis, for telling. I'm sure Brian knows what it is, but I didn't.
Yeah, his videos are awesome.
I know I really need to catch up on them.
He has some like he uses some different sculpt stuff. The stuff that we got when we first, started doing this was this green stuff because that's what we, heard from people to use.
Mm-hmm.
But he uses a different, like, sculpting um, instead of the green stuff. So when we run out of this, I may try that and see if I like it any better.
Mm-hmm.
But this stuff lasts for a good long while because we're not using it like all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, damn it. I just hit my brush and it made me mark where I didn't want to mark. I keep giving a good shot of my arm.
Well, my
It's gonna.
head last time was a super player for sure. Okay.
Birds are just so relaxing.
I'm telling you, they're really like close to my window. I'm like, wow, not used to them being that close. They're
They're watching you paint.
they're enjoying the morning, aren't they? Well, it's going to be the last warm-ish morning that they're going to have. So
I feel like it's so hard sometimes to be right underneath the camera.
I know. Good morning, Curtis. How are you?
It's
Curtis,
because I was talking about him. That's why he
I
came.
know. Curtis, I got the bottles you were telling us about. Started filling them up. Yes, a little green stuff. I told Kevin we're doing good. Um, I told Kevin I've got these little beads and I want to use them here. So he drilled down for me so I could put my little beads in there. So now I'm attaching them. And then he drilled in here as well. So I'm going to put beads in there as well. So, and then I needed to repaint these anyway. So then I'll go back and repaint them.
Curtis, I was just talking about watching your Art by Ackerman channel and how you taught me this morning that I didn't realize that the Citadel water pot, the little lines were to make the brush get it back to a point. So I'm excited I decided to watch that this morning before I got on here while I was eating my breakfast.
You're teaching us all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I love that Curtis calls me by my entire name.
I know, Stacy Lin Lin.
Hmm.
I don't think he knows my middle name yet, so I'm good there.
Yes, I just
At least for a
embraced
while.
it.
Well, it is interesting that your middle name and your last name are the same. I mean,
Yeah. It's just I know. It's like I almost didn't marry Brian because of it. It's like
really,
I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be Stacy Lin Lin.
that's
I'm
funny.
like, I was like, well, I could hyphenate, but my maiden name, my maiden name is Eaton, so I would
Okay.
be Stacy Lynn Eatonlin. So nope, I think just Stacy Lynn Lynn is good enough.
Did you try the peanut butter and mustard, Curtis? Did you at least try it?
Peanut butter and mustard?
Yes, it
That
is.
sounds disgusting.
It is not. It sounds that way, but it is not.
If you say so. I don't know if I want to even try that. Because I really don't like peanut butter all that much. I like mustard.
I'm telling you, it is not. So my third grade teacher used to eat peanut butter and mustard sandwiches for lunch every day. And so um, I realized that he liked peanut butter and mustard sandwiches. So I went home and I tried it. Of course, I'm in third grade. So my mom's going, well, you want to do what? I'm like, no, I want a peanut butter and mustard sandwich. And so then at least once a week, I would have her make me a peanut butter and mustard sandwich for school. And then I would take one in. She would make one for me and make one for my teacher, and I'd take one in for him for school.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it was good. I mean,
I did try an interesting combination of potato chips and vanilla ice cream the other day.
Yeah.
I yeah, I didn't know that was so good.
Mm. You never know until you try.
Yeah. Well, whenever I get the courage, I'll try that. But that one sounds ugh.
It's actually not bad at all.
Do you still eat them?
I haven't in a long time, but I wouldn't say no to a peanut butter and mustard sandwich. I mean, I think they're fine.
Have you ever had peanut butter on a cheeseburger before?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
Something you wouldn't think. We talk about food an awful lot, don't we?
We do talk about food an awful lot. But Curtis brought this one up. So
Yeah.
I had to. Can't knock it until you try it. But no, that's not my middle name, Curtis. So you work at the court system, don't you, Stacy?
Hmm.
Um, like, have you noticed some crazy names come through the court system?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I worked for the clerk of court, some of the names that came through the courtroom, like, I mean, like crazy names. I was like, people are setting these people up for,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
like,
some of them are like are foreign names, and I'm like, how the heck do you even say this? And I'm like, there was one name though, like their first name was well, their name was Gagan, and their last name was Deep.
oh my gosh.
I was like, "Oh my god. Oh my god." So, of course, we all, you know,
Yeah,
had a hoot with that.
absolutely. That's funny.
But, uh but yeah,
Like,
and
one of,
it's even funnier when, like, the judge tries to say the name and then has the bailiff go call them, and then
oh,
sometimes they
that's
have an
funny.
easier last name, so they'll just use, like, the last name, but yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
they're like, and this is how you say it." And see, like, one of our judges, he's just hilarious, um, that he'll just say whatever, and he'll be like, "Oh, that's how I thought it was gonna how you were gonna pronounce it, but that's it? Oh, I'm surprised." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
that's funny. Hey, Benny, good morning. Kevin said, were they arrested for prostitution?
No, it was just I think it was just, some sort of traffic ticket.
That's funny.
Yeah,
So,
I don't even think they showed up to court. I think they didn't have to come to court, but it was like they wanted to pay it and they called and I'm like, "Oh my god, what a name."
that's funny.
I don't even know if it was a guy or a girl. I think it might have been a guy's name.
Mm.
Very interesting though.
Yeah, Kevin's used to Superior Court because that's where I worked. We had, mm. But one person who was on the docket in in court quite often, her name was As the Dawn Rises.
Oh my goodness.
Curtis, thank you for the super chat. It says, for Kevin, hi, honey. Oh, that's so funny. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, As the Dawn Rises, something, the middle name was another like sentence, and It was crazy. I mean, it's just I'm like, really? That's what you name your kid?
Yeah. Yeah, there's some weird ones out there. Like we wanted to name our kids like different names, but not like weird names.
Right.
Cause like, well, Brian is a very common name. So
Right.
he hates that, everybody there's so many Brians in the world. So and then Zane, I don't know how even because we did not live in Zanesville. But when he was growing up, he thought that this was his like he was, the
This
town
is
was
my
named
town.
for him.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
but we spell it differently. And then well, Anya, her name came from a video game. As me and Brian played Gears of War a lot. It's a really good video game. There's several of them.
Right.
And one of the characters, her name is Anya, so we really like that.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to say that Logan's name was, Wolverine, so
Right. Benny, did you play all the Gears games? Those Gears was my jam. So I was pregnant when I think the third Gears, I think it was the third one, where Dom dies and he's one of like the main characters. And I cried so hard on that. And then we'd be walking through the mall and there would be like a poster with him on it and I would just start crying out of nowhere. Well, I mean, I was pregnant, so
right.
you can't
Yeah,
control that.
hormones are crazy.
But yeah, it was pretty it's a great game. I haven't played it in a while though. We're waiting for more to come out. Yeah, we actually have like a replica of the Lancer, the the chainsaw one, which Zane used to hold when he was little. I think Zane's down here now. I think I hear him in the other room.
Mm.
Okay, Benny, I'll tell Brian, yeah. Do you well, Gears is only Xbox, isn't it? I think it is. That's what we play on. We're Xbox people.
Mm.
Which I don't even know what my gamer tag is. I think it's the same as my Instagram page. Scorp Diva 115. Well, I'm done with my
Are you
Jesslyn.
really?
Yeah, I'm a speed painter.
I know you are. You get done so fast.
It's because I just, you know, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but they look so cute. Let me see. Oh,
Picture.
she's so adorable. I love that nose.
Yeah, the nose isn't perfect, but it's cute.
It is cute. And you
Which I
did the
like
inside
these
of
because
yours? Yeah.
you could just do a black eye,
Right.
and I don't have to, do anything special.
That is
So yeah,
awesome. And you did
yeah,
blue around her ponytail?
yeah. It's like a Thousand Suns blue from Citadel.
That's awesome.
I saw it and I liked it. And then I'm like, oh, I think I might have done the same blue for my other one.
That's
I can't
okay.
remember.
She
I'm
is
just looking.
adorable.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to do these eyes or not on this, or if I just want to wait until I have. a better brush because I don't want to mess her up.
I yeah, if you don't want to mess her up, practice on some stuff that you don't mind messing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have a few heads that I could just mess with.
Yeah, just kind of do the eyes on some that you know, especially if you like that one,
Hmm.
then use if you want to practice eyes, use somebody that's you're not going to be upset if you because I just got those heads for $5 just so I could get to where I could do the eyes because I was going to do Sky
Hmm.
and I knew I wanted her eyes to be good. So, well, that looks pretty
Oh,
good.
thanks. Curtis said, I don't want all you wives out there getting jealous, but I did just make the bed. Very, hey, we're very proud of you, Curtis.
That's awesome, Curtis. Look at you go.
See, I don't even make my own bed because why? You're gonna get back in it. Nobody goes up there. I'd be more impressed though if you said you did the dishes.
Oh, I love it. So, Kevin, did I do okay? You have the Gear of Wars figures and a few statues, Benny. That's cool.
Yeah, we have several figures, but then they stopped making them. But yeah, we have several
Darla
different
said baby
ones.
steps. Oh, that's funny. Oh. All right.
And there's just one spot on the pauldrons, right?
Yeah, one spot on each one of the pauldrons. They had like a little raised, and I just kind of wanted them to match.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I told Kevin to, just put that down there so I could add my little beads in. Mm.
Oh, Benny says that he makes the bed, he does the dishes, and he even cleans the windows.
Oh, wow.
That's very impressive.
Benny, that is so impressive. Mm. Oh.
I'm just watching you, Tanya.
This is, Kevin, I'm so glad that you've done this for me before. I didn't realize how much of a pain it was going to be. But
Oh, yeah, Benny, we have the Xbox 360 Gears of War one that they came out with. I mean, it doesn't work anymore, or we don't use it anymore, but we had to get that one because it was Gears of War. So I think, Tanya, what you were saying is that next time Kevin will be helping you again.
Well, I think on some of it he will. Now, I wanted to do these because these are, and I may, get to the point where I'm doing more of this type of thing. This is my first foray. Kevin's always done like the engineering part of all of the things that I've painted and stuff.
Hmm.
But like I know what my vision is and how I want it to look. So I really wanted to do these myself and see
Yeah.
if I could make my vision come to life. Um, but I love these. Like I said, these beads are really cool, and I really like them. And I wanted to just give this armor a little oomph. And so I thought I would. And I know Kevin looked at me crazy when I was like, "Can you like drill in here?" And but he's such a trooper doing that for me.
So Curtis is dual watching us and Schmurger Burger. And then Benny does everything because he's single, but he said he'd still do it even if when he wasn't single, he was still doing all the stuff. So are you painting the pauldrons the same color as the
Yes,
bottom piece?
yes, they're all gonna be this. I'm gonna do it in the airbrush. Again, you find my yeah, it's the Turbo Dork Iced Never,
Hmm.
and I believe like I know they're gold right now, but I'm going to cover it all in the black, and then I think I am going to use my silver on these little beads because I think that would stand out next
Hmm.
to this. So all these little beads I'm going to paint like with my silver. I have my gold out here, but I'm going to paint them with my silver ink.
Okay.
Um, to match, to look really good there, but also to stand out. So, but yeah, her armor, I love this armor. I think it is so pretty and so organic, and I just wanted to use, you know, something to make it stand out just a little bit more. So, yeah, this is. But yeah, thank you, honey, for doing this all this time instead of making me do it.
Oh goodness.
Whew. Yeah, I think we had the Xbox, but both of my boys use a PlayStation now, I think, instead of the Xbox.
Yeah, we're an Xbox family. I mean, uh oldest he has a PlayStation. Um, but only because there's certain games that you can only play on PlayStation.
Right.
So, but we like Xbox. I like Xbox better because I know how to navigate it better than a
How to
PlayStation.
control it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not really ever played. I mean, I root on my boys, but I've not really ever played
Yeah.
PlayStation. I mean, it's just not something I'm good
Well,
or
see,
proficient at.
it's funny because like, um, before I met Brian, I was like, "Ugh, I'm never gonna date a guy that has that plays video games." I said, "Or that has a child." And yeah, Brian had a child already and played video games.
That's funny.
So, and then, I mean, I don't play a lot of video games, but I'll play with him. Um, some of the simple games. He gets mad because I don't want to play. There's this one game he plays that I don't want to play it. Like it does not interest me at all.
Right,
It's called Ark. I mean, I like watching him play it, but I don't want to play it.
right,
But yeah, there's only certain games I really like to play. I like to play Diablo, but yeah, I and a lot of times I just don't have time to play a video game. Like
right. I'm doing
I have
other stuff.
right, I have my on my days off, like I'm trying to clean, do laundry. Um, I just
Right.
don't have the time.
Um, yeah, and I'm gonna do the and I'm the perfect cheerleader.
Yeah,
Like I cheer them on.
yeah,
Like that's my job. I cheer them on. They play and I cheer. So
Curtis has to run. Bye, Curtis. Thank you for
bye,
joining us.
Curtis. Yeah, Revenge of Shinobi back in the day. Was that the Genesis, Kevin? The Sega Genesis? You can tell Kevin and I have been together for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for sticking around and watching me play with some green stuff here. I want to get this painted, but I don't want to. I didn't want to paint it until I got everything ready to go. So now I have to wait about 24 hours, I guess, for this to all um, dry out so I can.
You see the top of your head, Tanya.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, you gotta keep me straight on that, girl. I'm showing off my gray hairs.
I need to get mine dyed. Can see my grays a lot with when I have brown hair.
So, about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I decided to stop dyeing my hair. I'm like, I'm just going to embrace the gray.
Yeah,
And so I don't dye it anymore. And I'm almost to the point where it's all like natural again.
yeah,
But I was like, I am done paying that much money.
right. Yeah, I can only afford to do it like a couple times a year.
Right,
So it's like, and if I go blonde, it's just, you can't, if you want to keep it up, you got to do it more than a couple times a year. So,
right. Yeah, it was frustrating for me because my hair's so dark.
mm-hmm.
And I was just like, okay, I've worked hard for every one of those dang gray hairs. I am just going to embrace them.
Yep.
So I did.
Chris Bryan always played BioShock as well. I didn't play it, but I always watched him play it, and I like the series too. It's a pretty fun one.
Logan is into the sports games, so we watch a lot of football and basketball.
Yeah. So that's one thing Brian doesn't, he's not a very sporty person. So he doesn't play any of those really.
And then Kevin likes the fighting games and the adventure games.
Mm-hmm.
So I've watched a lot of all of those.
Yeah, I mean, these games sometimes are kind of like movies.
Yeah. What is the one? They did make a movie out of it. Oh, what was it?
There's been a couple like TV shows
No,
or
this was
games.
this was a movie that they made. I watched Kevin. I forget what it was. One year. Oh yeah, Drake's Fortune. One year we were gonna have a big snow, and so Kevin and I and Logan went over and stayed with my dad and stepmom, and we hooked up Drake's Fortune, and we had the whole family like sitting there watching Kevin and Logan play this game, and we were all just rooting for them. And it was like we were over there for what a good long 3 or 4 days or whatever, so we could all be together. So yeah, we were at my dad's house, and they had the video game hooked up, and I mean, like all the time they were playing this game, and we were all rooting for them.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm pretty happy. So we've
Yeah.
got the pauldrons done, and then I've got so this is the front.
I'm
So
gonna
this,
hold up yours for a second too, because I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and post it on
oh,
the
okay.
page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I could do a screenshot.
Did you get it?
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they came out. So now the idea is, yeah, Uncharted. Drake's Fort. It was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a good game.
So Benny, we played the story mode and went through the entire story. And again, everybody was sitting there cheering, like my dad and stepmom, Kevin, Logan, and I were all there, and we were all cheering Kevin and Logan on as they were going through this adventure. It was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna paint these all again with the black, and then the shiny glossy black, and then I will use my airbrush and spray on the Turbo Dork Ice to Never. Um, yeah, and then she will be getting close. I've still got to do her wings. I'm gonna try to get Kevin working on that today, so we can do her wings. But once we have her wings, she is almost done. And her toenails and fingernails. Can you see her toenails? Yeah, they came out so good.
Those are cute.
Um, yeah, so she's getting close to done. I'm excited, and I'm so glad that I've wait on her and paint her here, so
Mm-hmm.
everybody can see the process that I go through to do this. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see her all finished.
I know at this point you're like, um, uh, everybody's invested in what she's going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, Benny, I think Kevin and Logan play them in both modes, but I think that time when we were watching the story. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Stacy and I truly appreciate it. You guys keep us talking and having fun and
You never
enjoying.
know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, you never know. Today was very food heavy and video game heavy, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Um, so as far as I know, we will be back next week.
Yep, I'm free.
We it will be March, I think, before we will miss some weeks because we will be at MuskeeCon for 1 week, and then I will be at Toylanta for another week. So, but I believe we'll be here every Saturday morning. I'm gonna try to keep it to 9 o'clock. I think that's a good time to come on, and we will
Yeah.
see you all later. Thanks again for joining us. We truly appreciate it. And if you're catching the replay, thank you for catching the replay. I hope you enjoy it then as much as we have had a good time today. You guys
Yep.
have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.